absolutely rinse them. It is going to be like going for the gin once again. And to be honest, for Light and Crisp, who can blame them? I feel like that is the direction the series has been going. Both teams happy with that, but to be fair, whoever wins this one, or whoever loses this one, I suppose, maybe will change their mind on that one. Flash from Tarzan. He wants to deny anything from Weibo. The red buff slowing, still level 1 on the island, and Xiaohu flashes, but doesn't get the first blood.
Oh! He oversteps, of course, no tenacity at this point of the game. Probably won't get it in his entire build. Hovering towards the side of the lane, Hung is.
Hung has flash to make the engage happen as well. There's the Zenith Blade, there's the stun, and a root caller to follow it up as well. Buster shot sets up for a kill for Hung. How is no carries getting the kills?
And you then get the Ivan shields on top of you. Oh, it feels so good. It feels so good in this game. And while you are going to have, you know, the Maokai ult and the Rel ult being big AoE engage, if the Leona is stood in front of that engage, Jhin is going to struggle to cut through the Leona. I think Zeri's going to struggle to cut through that. Wondering whether Breathe would essentially flash for an extra stun, but I don't think he would have had the kill threat. Now Daisy summoned in bot side, Weibo. See that extra front line and the engage.
Engage from Crisp, and immediately the curtain call to finish it off. Xiaohu finally gets a kill, but Crisp has gone down. Tarzan jumping onto Gala. Xiaohu exhausted, so he can't finish the job. Light now chasing onto Scout as Hung tries to escape, but rooted, and Xiaohu's here to zap him down, to slow him up, so that Light can flash forwards to finish the job. Hung will fall, and Weibo find a fight.
Xiaohu gets the kill after that one too. So Weibo, they do walk away with another fight. It's fantastic game. Game 1 on the Vibe. You are not the Vibe this time. You can't get out like that, Zucker.
Flashes for the root. There's the follow-up from Weiwei. Zucker sets it up. Fates Breathe in. Breathe goes for the slicing Maelstrom. And it moves in. Now it looks like Weibo will gain control. Weiwei backed off from that one. Does have his smite available as they move in to potentially snag away a 4th one. Hung trying to tank, but no. There's 3 grubs for Weibo. Can they survive the fight? No, root onto Chris, but he's just gone. That is not a tank at this point in the game. TTP, here's Breathe's chance to set himself apart. The exhaust is good, but the CC is enough. Hung goes down, but Zika's still going. Scout is still going. Breathe flashed away from, and will end up falling. Scout gonna chase it, and the Buster shot finishes the job.
So it is 3 grubs for Weibo, but at what cost? The ult's coming through. Don't think he'll kill Zucker. Stops the recall. Really now going to have to be a battle to see how much value Zucker can get out of the gold he's got from these fights. Really, two items which work like that. You have tier items, then you have Rod of Ages. Rise builds both of these. So if you get early gold on Rise, it means even more to him than it does typically on other people. It means that your Rod stacks quicker. It means that your tier starts stacking quicker.
I was hoping for some Karthus, you know, some craziness. Instead, we've got full support from both junglers that played utility. We saw Weiwei bring down that Vi earlier on in the series, and it looked fantastic for them. And it does feel like that is the trend that's going to continue for these two teams throughout the rest of this series.
Really like what LNG have done here. They're going into the bot jungle now. Rail Warp could come in.
Breathe takes a bit of damage, but the root comes in, and I mean, Hung's going nowhere. Redemption. Weiwei keeping his support alive for now. Bomb on the head of Chris. As it's a long fight, it's a drawn-out fight, but in the meantime, Zika's pushing away the day, you know? Nobody had a full set.
Missing a Joker card. Look, LNG, this is their comfort zone now, and I'm actually quite worried for Weibo. They're against the gold deficit. You have, you know, 6 stacks in the Rod of Ages.
Very much in control of the river, and they love to push that vision line even further, but Drake is the call. There is a ward in the Dragon Pit, so maybe there's some kind of play available from Tarzan, but the Drake's just going to be gone. The roots come in, and now a fight for Weibo. That's what they've got to look for. But LNG stands strong. They look for the engage themselves. Xiaohu locked up by the solar flare. Here comes Breathe once again, looking for Scout, but he doesn't have the damage. The redemption saves everyone as Chris looks for the follow-up engage, but he's down. Buster shot is there, and it's absolute carnage in the river. Blood flowing. Zika teleports out. True Shot Barrage hits too. Weiwei trying to escape with his life, and he won't get rooted. As Gala over the wall, chasing the more as Tarzan flashed on by Zika. The damage is there, and Weiwei gets the shield out, but the curtain call dramatic as one falls and Weiwei survives. Tarzan down. Zika still alive.
It's blood on the ground. I don't think this is the battle of
LNG find their advantage and immediately pounce. Breathe on that top side of the play, but still 10 seconds until his ult is up. They can't contest. It's barren for LNG. He's got, oh sorry, not the Archangel, the Rod of Ages. He's got his Archangels online. He's headed towards his Zhonya's as well. I mean, Zuck has taken over.
Yeah, so if it was bad before, imagine what it's going to be like now. It's so hard to kill. He's got so much damage. And as you see, Weibo, I think Weibo have been too ready at trying to split the fight. I think they're afraid of taking a grouped-up fight against the Ivan and the Leona, because they don't want to just go straight down the middle into this hyper-tanky support with the Ivan shields. But they don't want to split too much either, because then there's Rise there. LNG have all the answers with this kind of gold on the Rise.
And it just doesn't feel like this Kennen is the answer that Weibo are touting it as, with the way that they're drafting such priority onto that top lane pick for Breathe, but it's not been working out. Now a chance for Breathe to show his quality. Won't quite find it. Scout still surviving. Redemption, not enough. Maybe a chance for Weibo. The Xiaohu free-firing, stacking up with the Zeri. Tarzan extends the fight, and Aru comes in from light as well. Xiaohu has to carry this one. Curtain call flies on in. Gala's taken over on the backside of the fight, though, and somehow LNG are still in it. Gala goes for more as Xiaohu escapes.
Breathe very nearly rescues that play, manages to catch an over-pushing LNG just briefly. Weibo still have some damage to that extendo beam, doing a decent amount of work there. Tarzan still on the flank. Weibo, they don't want to let this one go. Dog with a bone, it feels like.
Finishes off a Serpent's Fang. He knows someone's going to deal with these shields.
And no, normally that would be the Rel's job. I wonder if that's a mistake, you know. I wonder if you drop too much damage when you need this. I think it has to come from Crisp at this point. Maybe you can clump people up enough. Maybe kill Weiwei so he dies before he gets huge shields out. Catch up the Tarzan. That's not a great start.
Yeah, Tarzan not the guy that needs to be caught here. This is disaster for Weibo. It was already a tough game. But with him going down just as Baron spawns, that will be the objective, pretty much.
To mess up in situations like that, because we weren't seeing them in their fog of war. If you look at how shallow Weibo's vision is, though, it's so hard for them to play. And now you've got Ivan shields on people walking up with Bloodthirsters as well. It is a ton of shields for them. And yes, the Serpent's Fang, I guess it gets some value now, but I just don't think you're going to be able to kill them all the same. This push is so disgusting from LNG.
I mean, the thing is, Serpent's Fang, it'll do a bit to the shields, but even half of these shields is still an obnoxious amount of shields, to be honest.
Yeah.
I still feel like he's getting value. That's going to be an in-him on the top side. TP behind enemy lines here. Breed trying to get on the flank, but he's too late. The rest of the fight's already kicked off. Tarzan's gone again. Redemption comes on through, as Hung will survive for now. Exhaust Breed pretty early on, but Breed won't be able to survive long enough to ult. Xiaohu and Light, last two standing, and LNG have no interest in ending the game. They want to end the lives of the Weibo players chasing Xiaohu around the map. This will be, at minimum, triple in him.
Yeah, I think that could just be the game. I don't know whether Weibo can hold on to this. Well, Light, he's going to go down. That'll seal it off. LNG, they do manage to pick themselves up the win. Zucker, we saw this champion from him in that last game, and we wanted more. This time, topically, he's rise to the occasion.
He certainly has. 6-0 and 5 with the counter pick. The Kennen sent packing, and LNG put themselves on match point as they look to push through.
These were the best highlights from today's LPL matchup. Click that subscribe button faster than Ramus can say okay. See you on the next one.